What if I told you that the most fascinating male archetype isn't the alpha, but the mysterious Sigma man? This isn't a joke or a trick question. Rather, it's an investigation into a frequently disregarded and misinterpreted male archetype within the male spectrum. Male Sigmas are distinct from the more widely recognized alpha and beta types. Alphas are often linked to leadership dominance and extroversion, while betas are identified with being amiable, supportive, and slightly introverted. Male Sigmas create out an own niche for themselves. They are self-reliant, reclusive, and frequently march to the beat of their own drum. They are the mavericks, the lone wolves, the people who seem to be on the sidelines but are actually very perceptive and introspective. They frequently prefer solitude to social engagement, but not because they are insensitive to other people or lack social graces. However, they enjoy their own company and find comfort in their solitude. On the contrary, they are frequently highly adept at handling social situations. They flourish in their own space where they may explore their ideas, thoughts, and hobbies without the distractions and effects of a group dynamic. Sigma men are self-sufficient, valuing their independence above all else. They do not look to others for praise or validation. They value their originality and distinctiveness over trying to fit in or conform, and they are secure in their talents and at ease in their own skin. However, this independence and self-sufficiency can occasionally have a cost. Male Sigmas frequently feel misinterpreted or that their love for solitude is regarded for aloofness or conceit. Is being a Sigma man a blessing or a curse? Their independence might occasionally be perceived as an unwillingness to engage or collaborate. And their self-sufficiency can occasionally be regarded as a lack of empathy or compassion. Being a Sigma male isn't all sunshine and roses. It has its problems, downsides, and yes, very sad realities. It's a complicated subject with no easy solution, and each Sigma male's experience will be unique, formed by their personality, circumstances, and choices. Let's explore the really depressing realities of being a Sigma guy. It takes time and solitude to become a Sigma male. First among them, Sigma men consciously ignore social norms and expectations in the rat race while the rest of the world musels. This independence is not just a preference. It is an inherent trait of Sigma males. They are self-sufficient, relying on their skills and abilities to navigate through life. They don't need the validation of a crowd or the comfort of a group. Their strength comes from within, and their confidence is rooted in their capabilities. They aren't swayed by the lure of societal approval or the fear of being judged. Instead, they march to the beat of their own drum, embracing their individuality. One of the key traits of Sigma guys is their introspective disposition. They are thoughtful individuals who are often thinking back on their deeds, ideas, and experiences. They don't care about meaningless conversations or fleeting relationships since their minds are their havens, full with insightful and rich ideas. Because of their introverted tendencies, Sigmas are sometimes misinterpreted or perceived as distant when, in fact, they are just lost in their own world. It's important to understand that being a Sigma doesn't mean that you are better or worse than other people. Rather, it just means that you are unique. Instead of seeing life as a race to outdo others, Sigma men select their own route and follow it with conviction. However, being a Sigma man is not always an easy one. They are neither alpha men who must establish dominance nor beta men who follow the herd. Imagine a life where your own company is the best company. Picture a world where the silence is not deafening but soothing, a sort of sanctuary. This is the world of the solitary. It's a road less traveled, filled with challenges and obstacles. Walking this path requires immense strength and resilience. The solitude that Sigma males often embrace can lead to loneliness, a feeling of being misunderstood, and even alienation. In a world where solitude is a choice rather than a punishment, Sigma man, it's like being an island in a sea of societal conventions for a Sigma guy. It's a life where one chooses to stand out from the herd rather than being forced to. It can be lonely at times, but loneliness can also be both difficult and rejuvenating. Because Sigma guys dance to the beat of their own drum, they don't fit into the preconceived notions that society has created, which frequently results in a feeling of solitude. The popular assumption that male Sigmas are loners because they are unable to develop connections is completely untrue. Instead, they might appear like puzzles that are too complicated to answer since they defy conventional conventions. Sigma men are relationship aware. They may not have as many relationships as other people, but the ones they do have are typically meaningful and deep. They place a higher value on quality than quantity and depth than breadth. Their relationships are like deep wells that are hard to reach but filled with crystal clear water. They may not have a large social circle, but the friendships they do have are meaningful and deep. They find fulfillment in their own company and in the company of those few who understand them. They don't require the approval of a multitude. Male sigmas are like the moon, lonely yet brilliant, walking about illuminating the earth with their special glow. The road less traveled is a path that leads to self-realization and fulfillment, yet alone is not without difficulties. It can be difficult to balance the needs for connection and solitude as a sigma male. It's a delicate dance that calls for courage, strength, and resilience. However, solitude may be a double-edged sword. It can be a source of both hardship and strength. The journey of a sigma male is unlike any other. His strength is also his vulnerability. Living the life of a sigma male is not for the weak of heart. This claim may sound counterintuitive, but it highlights how the sigma man in the context of social dynamics is a complicated and frequently contradictory figure. Male sigmas are frequently viewed as mysterious figments. Many people want to have their great attributes of independence and self-reliance. The extraordinary capacity to live life on their own, free from social conventions and expectations. This independent lifestyle can be empowering, giving sigma males a sense of freedom and control that is frequently envied by others. But the same independence and self-reliance that empowers sigma males can also lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection because human beings are social animals by nature. They are like lone wolves, moving with their own rhythm and pace and frequently choosing solitude over the din of the crowd. We want for engagement, a feeling of community, and support from the sigma male in his quest for independence. Even in the middle of their self-imposed alone, may inadvertently cut himself off from these crucial human contacts. This can cause feelings of loneliness. The sigma paradox presents a distinct set of psychological difficulties. The requirement for independence may cause internal problems by conflicting with the basic human need for connection. Finding a balance between his need for meaningful relationships and his need for independence is crucial for the sigma male. Since emotions of alienation can also result in existential dread, which is the fear of doubting one's purpose and position in the world. But rather than condemning the sigma male to a life of despair, this paradox calls for reflection and helps him recognize his true character and figure out how to remain independent while establishing meaningful connections. In conclusion, the life of a sigma male is not always as glamorous as it seems. It is a journey full of complexities and contradictions, but sigma males can navigate this paradox and live a truly unique life if they have self-awareness and understanding. It's like being a lone wolf in a world of pack animals trying to survive as a sigma male. But don't worry. Sigma males have their own special tactics and strategies to navigate this complex labyrinth of life. At the core of a sigma male survival strategy is their resourcefulness. For a sigma guy, being resourceful is not only a quality, but a way of life. The next trait of sigma males is their adaptability. Like chameleons, they blend into their surroundings, observing and learning from the world around them. They are not afraid of change. In fact, they embrace it, and they realize that the only constant in life is change itself. They are always ready to adapt and evolve, but it's not just about survival for sigma males. They are masters of improvisation, always finding new and innovative ways to utilize what's at their disposal. They might not be the loudest in the room. There's more to life than just getting by. People pursue happiness and fulfillment in their own special ways. For some, it may mean spending a peaceful evening with a good book, while for others it may be discovering new ideas and locations. They know that there is no one-size-fits-all definition of happiness, and they aren't scared to pave their own route in pursuit of it. Let's also not overlook resilience. Sigma men are like bamboo. They bend but do not break. They know that life will offer them curveballs, and they are prepared to confront them head-on. They may fall and stumble, but they always come back up stronger and wiser. Living life on one's own terms, even if others don't understand you, is what it means to be a sigma male. Although survival can be difficult, for sigma males, it's also an adventure of self-discovery, resilience, and ultimately fulfillment. Just as every cloud has a silver lining, so does the life of a sigma male on this thrilling journey. We have examined the enigma, the making of the solitude, the paradox, and the survival of the sigma male via the sigma spectrum, but like any narrative, there is always more to it. Now, let's look at the silver linings that adorn the life of a sigma male. Sigma men are the epitome of self-reliance. They don't rely on society to validate them or provide for them. And they don't need to conform to social norms in order to feel accomplished. Their independence comes from their capacity for introspection and their ability to be at ease in their own company. They are their own best friend, confidant, and critic. The relationships a Sigma male forms are few but deep. They do not seek companionship lightly, and when they do, it is profound. Their friendships are not based on convenience or superficiality, but rather on a genuine understanding and respect for each other. These relationships, though few, are a source of strength and fulfillment for the Sigma male. This self-reliance is not just a strength. It's a superpower that allows them to navigate life's ups and downs with an unwavering sense of self. The world seen through the eyes of a Sigma male is different. They notice things that others frequently overlook. Their special viewpoint enables people to see the beauty in the ordinary, get insight from quiet, and find joy in alone. This viewpoint is not a drawback, but rather a gift that enhances their quality of life. Yes, there are difficulties in being a Sigma guy. It's a less traveled route, a less traveled path, but each obstacle encountered offers a chance for development. Every obstacle they overcame demonstrated their resiliency. A Sigma male's life is a fulfilling adventure of self-fulfillment and self-discovery rather than a stroll in the park. A Sigma male's life is a complicated tapestry weaved with strands of seclusion, reflection, and fortitude. What is society's perception of the mysterious Sigma man? This subject is more complicated than it first appears because of how society views Sigma men in general. A rainbow of perspectives influenced by cultural norms and individual experiences. Let us begin by addressing the most pressing issue, which is the idea that men who identify as Sigma are loners or misfits. It's true that Sigma guys frequently choose solitude over social gatherings, but calling them outcasts would be a grave mistake. Sigma men are just people who have made the decision to live their lives according to their own rules and in their own special ways. They are not misfits. Rather, they are outliers who are following their own drumbeat. This self-reliance, it's important to note that the Sigma's independence can sometimes be misinterpreted. Not everyone understands the Sigma's need for solitude or their unconventional approach to life, and some may mistake their quiet demeanor for arrogance or aloofness. This self-reliance often becomes a beacon for admiration. There's a certain allure to the Sigma's ability to exist outside the conventional social hierarchy. They don't need validation from others to feel accomplished or satisfied. Because of their reserved demeanor, others may find it difficult to relate to them. This can result in misconceptions and judgments that do not fairly represent the character of Sigma males. Despite these differing viewpoints, it's crucial to keep in mind that Sigma men are not looking for social acceptance. Rather, they are content with their path and comfortable in their own skin. They are aware that there are many different opinions about them in the world, but they do not let these opinions control their path. In conclusion, the way society views Sigma males is as varied as the men themselves. Some regard them as reclusive, while others value their independence. Still, at the end of the day, the perception of a Sigma male is as complex as the Sigma male himself. What then is the depressing truth of being a male Sigma? Let's review the journey we've taken together. The Sigma males, the lone wolves of the personality spectrum, live in a world made for the masses. They are the oddball pieces that don't quite fit the mold. Their solitude, which is sometimes mistaken for loneliness, is actually a deliberate decision to march to the beat of their own drug from the paradox of the Sigma male. They thrive in their own company and find strength in solitude, but this very strength is often seen by the outside world as a sign of sadness or a symptom of isolation. Their ability to be self-reliant, detached, independent, and introspective is what makes them strong. However, their ability to adapt, evolve, and grow stronger with each passing day is a testament to their resilience. Misinterpreted and frequently miscalculated, they encounter difficulties navigating a world that appears to speak a foreign language. However, despite the challenges, there is a bright side. Let's face it. The Sigma male occupies a special place in society because of his quiet strength, steadfast confidence, and profound awareness of himself. His independence, resilience, and introspective nature all set him apart and allow him to forge his own route in life. The journey of a Sigma male is not without its share of pain. This grief stems from misinterpretations, poor decisions, and the ongoing struggle to be true to oneself in a society that demands conformity. True, a Sigma man's existence combines independence and seclusion, reflection and tenacity, sorrow and fortitude.